Workstation, it is normally used when a huge graphics applications are there. In that case, workstations are used. The name itself giving some idea that monitor which is capable of displaying graphics, images, graphics systems, graphics related things. Most graphics monitors today operate as a raster scan display. That already I have told that. Most of the monitors use raster scan system as it displays the realistic images. So monitors which are capable of showing and supporting graphics mode. Showing and supporting graphics mode with text mode. Along with the text mode are graphics monitor. What we call it as a graphics monitors. Separate monitors are also available there which capable of displaying the graphics related images. So that is graphics monitor. Now the graphics monitors which support the graphic application, which kind of animation software it support, CAD software it support, drawing programs, paint application programs it support, then presentation graphics as I am using now slides, Excel, etc. Pie chart, bar chart, such kinds of graphic software. Most of the monitors support this, and desktop publication, MS Office and document management. These also support by most of the monitors. But some applications are there which are purely graphics related. In that case, graphics monitors are required. For example, animation software, CAD software, drawing, etc. Separate graphics monitors are available. Then workstation. So workstation means where huge application, graphics application is used, that workstations are required. So workstation is also a computer which vary generally with general computers. A workstation is a special computer. See, it is a special computer designed for technical or scientific applications. So it is used along with the workstation, means a computer. It is also a computer system, but with design some technical and scientific application. It is required local area network, LAN, run multi-purpose operating system. Internet is required there. Workstations were optimized for visualization and manipulation of different types of complex data such as 3D mechanical design. Means for example, we want to display the image of a building. Okay, 3D image of a building we want to generate, or 3D images of furnitures, 3D images of your car model. Okay, internal images of the car model. In this way, if we want to display, in that case, some special features are required in that computers. For mechanical, along with engineering, simulation, animation, rendering of images, etc. So workstation optimized for visualization and manipulation of all these type of complex data. Because of this, workstation need good operating power of computer. It requires some extra features. They must be able to support high power and sustain good graphic capability. Now see what actually required or it consists of. This kind of computer comes with the special specification. As we say, if you want your new machine, then in that case what you say, for the you are going to purchase a new machine and you want a gaming software, you want to run a gaming software. What you say? You say you need a graphic card or whatever that specifications normally required for that purpose. Different specifications. So in this way, graphics workstation also requires some specification. So these are minimum of 64 megabytes of RAM. Okay, high processor. Now they dual core, Core 2 Duo, i5, i7. Now it's increasing day by day. Every year or every couple of years, the new specifications or new generations are there in the computer. Very good resolution graphics screen. I told that resolution 1024 to 1024. Previously it were 800 to 600 normal. So very good resolution graphics screen it require. High and large screen, GUI graphical user interface, mass storage device like this drive optional. Means if you want to store we are using the iPods in that way you require some disk drive there in that case. So in our machines, computers, the drive is already available, hard disk is already available for mass storage, built-in network support and many factors. So network support is required. So these are specifications which are required for the workstation. Again, I am repeating, minimum 64 megabytes of RAM, high processor, new generation computers are required, very good resolution graphics screen, high and large screen, GUI is required there. For mass storage, these drives are required and built-in network support, and many factors are required. Our specifications are graphics workstations. So the examples are given here. 3D car model. For such kind of model, we show the internal parts also. In that case, we require some such kind of monitors also and such kind of computers also, which are supporting all these things. Along with here, animation is horse is running. So in that case also we require a separate or specialized computers. It is shown here. Example is shown here. A computer that is used to power applications such as graphics art, 3D design, video editing and other intensive software. We can say it is an entire workstation with monitor and CPU. So that another example is shown here. Many graphics workstation are computer with two monitors. Two monitors are used. You can see here there is one monitor and here is the second monitor. What is the purpose of these two monitors? One monitor used to show all features of an object or scene. You can see here all features are shown. Here only picture is displayed and here you can see the features are shown so that the person can change the features. Change the intensity, brightness, color combination, background. All these things can change in one monitor and see the effects in the second monitor. And see the effects in the second monitor. So while the second monitor displays the details in some part of the picture, here the person can see. Now if the person want to change this background, make it more greenery, then in that case here it use all these features and change the greenery or the change its background color. A person want to change the hair color of that lady, then here it use this monitor, change all the colors of hair color and see the effect here in this monitor. So many graphics workstations are configured with two monitors. Okay. So that is another use of dual monitor system is to view a picture on one monitor and graphics menus or the features on another monitor. So in this way the graphics workstation work. Okay. So input devices we are using in our day-to-day life. Most of the input devices, for example, you are using your mouse, you are using keyboard. These are the common input devices. Another input device that you are using in day-to-day life is, can you tell me, anyone? So see which input devices are there. Input devices are those devices from which we can input data and instructions into computers. We can input data and instructions into the computer. A number of input devices have been developed. First is the keyboard that we use in our day-to-day life. Everywhere we are using. Not only the keyboard of computer, your keypad also a keyboard. Your mobile keypad is also work as a keyboard, correct? So keyboard, it is the most commonly used input device. It is used to input data into written form, correct? Written form, we are writing there and that information is stored in the computer, in the mobile. So it is in data input in the written form. Keyboard is merely a collection of momentary switches. Switches are there. You can see here on our keyboard, keypad switches are there that we press and that value entered into the or that data is entered into the computer. If I press C, A, D, whatever, that value is entered into the whatever you are writing here. Voice input, touch screen, camera, you are writing it in chat box. So all these are through the switches of the keypad or the keyboard. There are two types of keyboards. Normal keyboard. This is our normal keyboard that we are using. So a normal keyboard 101 to 104 keys, which are distributed in 5 categories. Function keys. So these are function keys F1 to F12, which perform different function. So if I press F5, it start with the PowerPoint it start with the presentation. So in this way, F1 to F12 different functions it provide. Alphanumeric keys A to Z, A, B, C, D, A to Z along with 0, 1 to 9. Capital and small, it is possible using the shift. Special keys, Alter, Control, Shift, Enter, Insert, etc. Then numeric keyboard, num keypad is different. It is numeric keyboard with 0 to 9 numbers, plus, minus, division, etc. values are there. Is equal to, backspace. So many keys are there. 101 to 104 keys are there on the normal keyboard. Then multimedia keyboard. Multimedia keyboard, it is like a normal keyboard but with some multimedia. Separate keys are there for multimedia operations. So it has some additional keys to operate multimedia operations like volume up. You can see here. Volume related keys are there. Here you can see volume, increase the volume, minimize the volume. So volume up, volume down, play, pause, stop, etc. So these are multimedia keyboards. These are used for gaming purpose. Also these are used for animation purpose, etc. So these multimedia keyboards are used. Then another input device that is commonly used is the mouse. It is a pointing device used to insert the instructions into the computer. Whether we write through the mouse? No. It is a pointing device. It is a handheld device that controls the pointer on the screen. Now I am controlling the pointer. Okay, on the screen. It has two buttons, left button and right button, and one scrolling wheel. With the help of mouse, you can draw image. It is possible with the help of mouse to draw the image. For example, with the help of mouse, I can draw here a rectangle. Okay, or I can draw here a circle. With the help of mouse, I am drawing it. Not require a keyboard, not required a pen. So with the help of mouse, you can do anything. See, I am erasing it with the help of mouse. I am not using the pen and touch screen. Only using the mouse. All these inputs are given to the computer. Then you can draw the images, select options and move text and images. So I am selecting this option with this mouse, correct? Move the text, it is possible. Move the images with the mouse, it is possible. Then there are two types of mouse. Traditional mouse. So traditional mouse is used a ball. Now it is not available. Most of this now using the optical mouse. We are using optical mouse nowadays. But previously traditional mouse were used everywhere with a ball is here with two small rollers. You can see here the rollers are there. Okay, at 90-degree angle from each other. They spin when a ball rolls. This ball, when it is rolls from here to here like this, these rollers are spin. A sensor detects how much each roller spins and sends the information to the computer, and the pointer on the screen moves into the same direction. So the ball, in which direction the ball moves according to these rollers are spin, and it gives the input to the computer in which direction the mouse pointer on the screen moves. Okay, so that is about the traditional mouse. Next, optical mouse. Nowadays we are using the optical mouse in this way. No ball is used there. Optical mouse is an advanced pointing device that uses a light diode LED. You can see here, this is the LED. Is it visible? It's a LED. You can see. Okay. Then optical sensor. It is here to sense and digital signal processing unit, or the chip, or you say IC is used there. Integrated chip is used there, digital signal processing in place of traditional ball. Now optical mouse need plain surface. Here it is not possible on the rough surface to use the optical mouse, and that's why most of the times we require some we use some mouse pads, or we use some plain surface to operate the optical mouse, which produce high performance efficiency. If it is a plain surface, then it gives the high performance efficiency. Each time the mouse is moved, the beam of light is interrupted by the surface, and accordingly the instructions are given to the computer to make the movement of the mouse or the pointer. So that is optical mouse. Simple information about the optical mouse. Next input device is the joystick. Where we use the joystick normally? For gaming purpose it is used. Joystick, these are the traditional joysticks you can see here. Okay, so it's like a gearbox. It is like a gearbox in the car. So joystick is a pointing device mostly used for playing the games. Now such kind of joysticks are available. This is a device used to control the actions in a computer game. It consists of a lever used to move the pointer on the screen and buttons used to select the options. So here previously such kind of buttons were there. You can see the red buttons to move the whatever the action in the game. Suppose you are playing a car game and you want to move fast, then the joystick, in this way the buttons are available there to increase the speed. If you want to move it toward the or take a turn on the right side, the buttons are given there. If you take a turn to the left side, buttons are given. And that games also we play on the mobile also. So indirectly joystick is provided in the mobile also, or external joysticks such kind of are also used for gaming purpose to play the computer games. That is about the joystick. Next, touch screen, that I told that I am also using it, you are also using it. Touch screen, mobile screen is a touch screen. Normally touch screen mobiles are available. This panel I am using, it is a touch screen panel, or in this way it is given in this example. That same panel I am using here. I am using here touch screen panel. So touch screen is the easiest way to data input into the computer. Touchscreen allows the user to select the item by touching the screen at appropriate spot. It has another feature that the user's finger becomes the input device. My finger, or you can use the pen, simple pen, any pen I can use on this touchscreen. I can use the only my finger and write anything on this touchscreen, and that you have observed, I think, when you were on the offline lectures. Attending the offline lectures, you were observed that here with the my finger also I can write anything on this screen. So to operate the touch screen I can use the finger. That is about the touch screen. Next, microphone. Again the same. Now I am using the microphone for as an input, and all the voice, my voice, it is enters into the computer, and as a you are using it through the speaker, which are your output devices. So microphone is one of the input device in this way. So microphone is an input device used to input the voice signal into the computer. Microphones are commonly used for live chat, as I am using it for live lecture now. Microphones are also used to record voice into the computer. If I want to record it, it is possible. Now my voice is recording. This recording I will give it to you afterward. Means my voice is input here, and for recording purpose also we can use. So same microphones I am using here now. Such kind of traditional microphones are also available. Next input device is the scanner. So scanner, different types of scanners are available. You can see a simple scanners. Scanner is an input device used to insert a picture into the computer. This is a peripheral device, external peripheral device. It is connected with the computer. that converts a printed image into digital form. There are two types of scanner. So here we can put an image or any document, or we can scan it and it convert into the digital form. Means the JPG available. You can convert it into the .jpg and use it as a soft copy. Hard copy you can convert into the soft copy. Two types of scanners, flatbed scanner and handheld scanner. So first see flatbed scanner. These are common scanners. These are available in our lab also. Okay. Have you observed this kind of scanner or seen this kind of scanner? Multi-purpose. Okay. So multi-purpose devices are there which are used as a scanner, which we can use as a printer, or we can use as a photocopy machine. So this scanner, flatbed scanner, a flatbed scanner uses a flat surface just like photocopier. We can place a picture on the surface of the scanner. Here we place a picture. Not exactly picture, any document you can scan. Your mark list you can scan, convert it into the digital form, your passport, your any document you can scan. But it requires the flat surface. A flat surface is there, so the document should be a flat document. You can scan an entire book as it is shown here. The book scanning is there and convert into the digital form. The picture can be seen on the monitor screen after the scanning. You can save it as a .jpg, .bmp image. It is possible to store the picture. Now handheld scanner, second type of scanner, that is barcode reader. So barcode reader is nothing but a type of scanner. Remember that, such kind of. So where it read, barcode reader are used to read the values printed on the product in the form of vertical lines. You can see here vertical lines are there, and these are read. Where we are using it, we are using it in the malls or in the shopkeeper are using it to take the information from the product. On the product, these vertical lines are there. Once it is scanned by this barcode scanner, it gives the entire information, what is the price and all these things. Our information is available on these lines, vertical lines. Or such kind of scanners are there which are used to scan this code. Where we are using? We are using it everywhere. You want to pay on Google Pay, we scan such kind of code. You call it as a UPI code. Okay. So it is available now everywhere. Everyone is using WhatsApp. Code is also there. If you want to use your WhatsApp on your laptop or your machine, directly use the camera and of your mobile, scan your whatever the information, and you can use your WhatsApp on your laptop. It is possible using the web. So such kind of scanners are available there. These are also a type of scanner, barcode reader, which read the information, such kind of information which are in these lines, vertical lines, or in this way. So these are about the input devices. So which input devices we have seen? The keyboard, which has two types, normal keyboard, multimedia keyboard. Mouse has two types, traditional mouse, optical mouse. Joystick, which is used for mainly gaming purpose. Touch screen, again we are using it nowadays everywhere in mobile or on the touch screen. Laptops are also available. Microphones to input a voice. Then scanner, flatbed scanner, which are traditional, used for scanning the images, documents, etc. and convert it into the digital form. And handheld scanner means barcode reader, which are used to read the information from the product. So these are some input devices. Or we can say output devices. So monitor, projector, speaker, these are output devices, we know that. Along with some hard copy devices are there, such as printers, plotters, which are impact, non-impact, etc. So see in short how these printers was, what are the different types of these hard copy devices. So hard copy output devices, first hard copy device that we use, hard copy, okay, printers. So printers are used to present and store all kind of information on the paper. We know that it is on the paper, such as letter, legal documents, scientific data and graphs. photographs, advertising material, so many things we can print on paper with the help of printer. Such kind of printer you have seen in laboratories, it is available. Now there are two types of printers, impact printer and non-impact printer. Impact printer refers to a class of printers, okay, that work by banging a head and needle. There is a needle which generate a stroke on the paper. With a head, it generate a stroke on the paper using the ink ribbon to make a mark on paper. And in this way, the letter or the image is printed on the paper. Means here a head or needle is used. It makes some strokes on the paper and using the ink, the image, the letters, whatever there, it is printed on the paper. Non-impact printer, any printer such as laser printer, inkjet printer, LED page printer that prints without striking the paper. Non-impact printers are quieter than impact printers. No needle and this striking is there, and that's why non-impact printer create less noise. Okay, quieter than the impact printer and also faster due to lack of moving parts in the printhead. So in impact printer, the needle moves from left to right, left to right, left to right to print and up down, correct? So that requires more time than the non-impact printer. In non-impact printer, it is not there. And that's why moving these parts, it is avoided in non-impact printer and that's why it is faster. Now see, this is one example of impact printer and this is the example of non-impact printer. So such kind of impact printers where it is normally used to generate the reports. In bank, in malls, in banks, you can see such kind of impact printers. While non-impact printers, this same printer is available in our lab. Okay, so these printers are laser printer, you can say inkjet printers, such kind of printers are there, which are non-impact printers. So impact printers are dot matrix printers. Example, dot matrix means it creates the letters, images with the dot. Dot are connected to each other and it creates the letter and the images using the needle or head. Non-impact printers, inkjet printer, laser printer, thermal transfer printer and plotter printer. Now see in detail. So first impact printer, that is dot matrix printers, is shown here in this diagram. So here in short it is given in diagram in short it is given how it works. Here you can see the ribbon is there. Here you can see the ribbon along with needle is there or the head which print the images or the letter on the paper. Okay, in this way it works. So dot matrix printer uses a print head. Print head is there that moves back and forth, that I have told that. Back and forth from left to right, left to right, left to right and up and down. And up and down motion on the page and prints by impact means striking an ink soaked cloth ribbon against the paper. So here ribbon is used, ink ribbon is used and using that ink it make a impact or striking on the paper. Much like the print mechanism of a typewriter. In the way the typewriter works, in the same way the impact printer or the dot matrix printer works. So this needle or the head moves back, forth, up, down to make the image or the letter on the paper. It's a simple impact dot matrix printer. Now non-impact printer. First example is given here, inkjet printer. The diagram or the here a photograph is shown of inkjet printer. In detail it is shown here color. If it is a inkjet color printer, different colors are used. If it is a black and white, single ribbon is used, but if it is a color, different colors are required. So produce an image by spraying ink onto the paper in a dot matrix pattern. Color graphics can be produced by spraying cyan, magenta, yellow and black into the paper, onto the paper, sorry. So using all these colors, the combinations are generated, different color combinations. Whatever the input image, input paper, inputs soft copy is given to the computer. From computer, this soft copy is given to the printer, and according to whatever the colors are there, these colors are generated with all these 4 colors, and it is printed on the paper. Now, non-impact printer, that is laser printer. So laser printer, in this way, here you can see the ribbon cartridge. We call it as a cartridge, which include the ink, which is used for the coloring purpose. So it is a black and white cartridge, you can see here. Use a process similar to that of the photocopying machine. It is like a photocopying machine. You can see here it is like a photocopying machine and very common in the modern office. A laser beam and the dry powdered ink. Okay, dry powder ink called the toner. So this is the toner in which this ink is available and generate a very fine dot matrix pattern. But here no striking of the needle. Okay, directly it prints it on the paper, whatever the image or whatever the letters are there. Normally these are used in the offices. Now, thermal transfer printer. So, such kind of printer examples are given here, where you are see normally in the mall or in shops also. The shopkeeper give you the bills, correct? So, for that the shopkeeper use these simple kind of printers which print the bill and it is given to the customer. No big printers are required for billing purpose or used for billing purpose. In Star Bazaar, in DMart also you can see such kind of small printers. So along with scanner is there to scan the card. If you observe there is a scanner. You scan your card, whatever you are given, and then it print the bill. Okay, bill is generated on the paper. So thermal transfer printer process in which material is applied to the paper or some other material by melting a coating of ribbon. So inside this small device printer, there is a ribbon, color black and white. Normally it is black and white ribbon, so that it stays glued to the material on which the print is applied. But such kind of prints are not maintained for the long time. If you observe the bill which is given at DMart or at Star Bazaar or any shop, it is faded after some days. Okay, why? Because it is glued, like a glue, like it is strike on that paper. That is thermal transfer printer. Then non-impact plotter printers. So these are normally used for business purpose. You can see here so many color combinations are used along with the whole image is printed here. So plotter printer is a printer that interprets commands from a computer to make line drawing on paper with one or more automated pens. Unlike a regular printer, the plotter can draw continuous point-to-point lines. It draws continuous point-to-point lines directly from the vector graphic files or commands. So a fine picture you can get from such kind of plotter printers, and that's why it is normally used for business purpose to print the what we say holdings, digital holdings. Now you can see where or that in that cases it is used for that purpose. It is used to print the posters, big poster, color posters. So in that case, the plotter printers are used. So the graphic software, see that is about the printers. There are two types of printers, impact and non-impact. Inkjet, laser, thermal transfer printer and plotter printer. Impact printers print the data with the dot matrix pattern, means using the needle and the head which strike on the paper. While in non-impact printer, the needle or the head is not used. Instead of that, toner is used. In some cases, cartridges are used, color cartridges are used if it is a color printer. In thermal transfer printer, it is a small device which print on the small papers are normally used there. Plotter printer, it is used for the business purpose, printing a large amount of information, or on the large sheet if you want to print any data, plotter printers are used. That is about the hard copy devices. And the general programming for graphics, softwares and packages that already we have seen. OpenGL library, graphics libraries are required there. That part already we have seen in the first. That is about the unit number